Flex923.com.
It's about to get hot.
Make it hot. Let's go, man.
Big right now.
It's about time.
Let's get ready to rumble.
What's going on, everybody? We have a hot new show coming up. You know, it's Rock Town's finest, Flex 923, and we have a special guest. We have Avery Raquel. She's gonna bring us some great music. She's gonna talk about where she's at in the music industry and some new music she has going on. You know, some of us might not know it, but I just met her actually. We talked a little bit before this segment, and we actually talked a lot, you know, but we're gonna bring Avery Raquel in right now. Avery Raquel, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. We also have co-host Huff also here. What's going on, Huff?
Hey man, what's good? Avery, what's good? Everybody, what's good? It's good to be back. Everything is good. I like the word good. We need to do a good count.
Yes.
How many times I've said the word good? Turn it into a drinking game. I'm gonna send a couple people to the hospital tonight.
This is the most I've heard good in a while, because you know it's not a lot of good going on right now. Or there's some. It's just hitting. They only show the bad in the media.
Yeah, you gotta dig for it.
Yes, but we have Avery Raquel. Avery Raquel, why don't you tell everybody about yourself, what you do, and why you're here?
Yeah, for sure. I'm a alternative soul singer-songwriter from Ontario, Canada. I've been singing since I was 4, and then I started singing jazz when I was about 7. I released my first record, which when I was 13, and then I started songwriting at 15, and all of the releases since then have been original music, and I love to write. I've just released a single recently called Helpless, and I have another on the way called Please on November 5th, and an album after that in March, so lots going on. That's kind of me.
yeah, that's good. So you said you started early. You said like 7 years old you started, and what were you doing at 7?
I refusing to practice. I was playing piano, and that was kind of a learning instrument for me, which definitely helped out with the whole singing thing. But I was definitely singing jazz. Honestly, my parents introduced me to it. I was studying on my own, the likes of like Ella Fitzgerald and Chet Baker and Nancy Wilson and all those greats. They really inspired me, and then I started listening to soul music, and the 70s have definitely been a big inspiration. So that's kind of what I was doing at 7. A weird thing to do at 7, but
sounds like you kind of already knew what you were gonna kind of get into, like even from a young age, and your parents kind of funneled you into that. That's kind of dope.
For sure.
Yeah. And we were talking earlier, and you said that that's not really what you wanted to do with the violin and everything.
Oh, yeah. So I started out with violin, and like I wouldn't practice, and my parents were pretty upset because I guess I was doing quite well. But I wouldn't practice, and they kind of said, all right, that's fine. Like if you're not going to practice, then we're not going to do it, but you can pick something that you love and we'll do it. They put me into everything. Let me just say, like they put me into sports, and they put me into soccer. I picked dandelions. Like it was, nothing really spoke to me. I did dance, I did gymnastics, I did, everything under the sun, and music really stood out to me. So they gave me every opportunity, and I chose it. So
nice.
Yeah, I was like you with the violin. I was like that with the piano. I didn't like it. I liked it at first, but then it was just like, I don't like the practicing, and then the recitals. There was a lot of pressure, and I'm a little kid. I just want to go outside and have fun. And nope. Yeah. Trombone was a little different because I actually liked playing that, but piano for me was just kind of like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
So what was the first thing that you decided, that you thought that, okay, I like this and this is where I'm going to go? What was that first thing?
Singing and just performing overall in general. When I was 4, my parents took me to see Annie, the musical, and they took me to Toronto. We went to go see it, and then when I came home, we had bought the soundtrack and everything, and I had memorized all the songs and all the words and created my dances for it, and I performed it for them in my bedroom the entire duration of the show. And they kind of went, I think she wants to do this. So that's definitely what pulled me in, and I was hooked ever since.
Yeah, I was in a debate with someone not too long ago. It was something we were watching on TV, and they were saying that a child really doesn't recollect until they can't go back further than 5 years. And I'm glad you said that, because my argument was I can remember stuff when I was younger. I can remember a lot of some things happening, and you were just a good example of that. You remember at 4 years old.
Well, I think music helps with the memory in children. Not to get all philosophical about it or anything, but I'm definitely super interested in music and psychology and how it kind of works with the brain. And I think music is a big one. For kids, if I had to remember anything, it was definitely all my musical experiences as a kid. So, yeah.
Music is definitely like a form of psychology, because you have to get in the mind of others, and so that's
kind of like a language. That's like a universal language that everyone knows somehow to speak in some capacity. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can hypnotize people with your music sometimes as well.
For sure.
So you have a few songs coming up. You have this one song called "Helpless." Tell us about "Helpless."
Yeah, I wrote this kind of based off of a personal experience, and it was based off of a relationship that I had with a person who I felt a lot of emotions for, but I knew that this person wasn't necessarily right for me. So I was definitely kind of held hostage by my emotions. And if you look at the cover, we've got magazine clip art type style going on, and it's kind of like a hostage letter. So
a hostage note.
Yeah. And so I wanted to execute that visually and with my lyrics, and I think I wrote it generically enough that people can definitely relate to it. So yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Why don't you introduce this song so we can get right into it?
For sure. So this is my song. My newest release is called "Helpless."
Stars rise, sudden falls. We fear we stall, and everything stops. You're by my side, your smile curved wide, and everything stops. I can't hide the willingness to keep you around. It's bringing me down, 'cause you're in my heart and on my mind. And love I find thinking isn't good for the soul. That technique is old, I know. Hit me with those brown eyes, no matter how I try. What if I told you that I'm helpless, maybe even restless? Would you love me still? 'Cause I will. Lay here with me, patterns we breathe, and everything stops. I can see the road hold tight, both filled with pride, and everything stops. You're in my sights, my fascination with your smile. I'm in denial, 'cause you're in my heart and on my mind. And love I find dreaming could be good for the soul. Oh, so I've been told, I know. Hit me with those brown eyes, no matter how hard I try. But if I told you that I'm helpless, maybe even this? Would you love me still? 'Cause I will, I will.
That was Helpless right here on Flex 923 Rock Town's Finest. We have Huff, we have Avery Raquel. And that was nice. That was nice right there.
That was a dope song.
Thank
I know.
One thing I want to let me ask you this, Avery. Now, you said you wrote the song in the generic way that everybody can kind of get with it. And I know I've been in that spot myself with a person that you don't, isn't really good for you, but you head over heels for them. My question is, does the person who you actually wrote this song about, the actual inspiration, do they know that they're the inspiration for this song? Like,
I
have you spoken to
no
them?
idea, as they are blocked on everything.
Very good.
Well, they
good.
don't know.
So they don't. Maybe they do. I have no clue. I mean, I maybe assume that they, do their research. I don't know, but I
like you ever kind of imagine that light bulb, that aha moment for them, like, son of a bitch, she's talking about me.
Yeah, and I mean, they probably know, but whatever. It's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
It feels good. I'll say it for you. It feels good.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
That was my next question was, do you care though?
Absolutely not.
But remember, it wasn't me. That was Huff that put you on the spot right there. That was not me. That was
right.
Huff.
That's right.
Okay, so let's move along though. I see that you were doing like 30 to 40 shows a year. I mean, that's a lot of shows to do. How did you manage that? How were you able to do all of that?
I loved it. I miss it. Honestly, like, it was my work, right? People can work 9 to 5s, people can work part-time jobs. That was my work. I did that as much as I could, quite a few times a month, and I loved every second of it. And of course, when COVID hit, it was just like nothing. And on top of all that, I would regularly be writing and whatnot. And so I think myself and just artists in general used the pandemic as a time to reflect on themselves as an artist and really figure out what they wanted. So for me, it was to grow songwriting, and that's when I took the month of May in 2020, so the first lockdown, I guess, to really focus on writing. And I wrote 4 songs a week for the whole month, which has now contributed to what's coming up, my album in March. So yeah, it's been wild and I miss it. So I wouldn't trade it for the world, honestly.
Nice.
Right.
Fourth album coming out in March?
4th album, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's dope.
It was a lot of craziness. We recorded, a lot of people don't know this, and I don't think you'd even know by listening to the songs that we've released thus far, but we didn't really have access to a studio, so I quite literally recorded my vocals in a closet.
Nice.
So
nice.
yeah, for 8 hours a day, we had to do what we had to do, and I don't think anyone would know any different. So
I had a studio in the closet for years, and people didn't even know, because long as you can make it sound good and you have the quality, that's all that matters. I can remember one time I went to the Guitar Center and I went to buy an MPC. And when I got it, he was asking me, what do you have? What are you currently recording with? And I told him what I had. And he was like, well, what do you want this for? Just because everybody else has it? You only because what you have will do the same thing as this MPC. So he's like, you just want it because everybody else has it? I was like, you're right. Yeah. Save me some money right there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So I do have to put you on the spot real quick.
Sure.
Because I see that you're sitting right in front of a grand piano right there.
I am.
She's sitting right in front of a grand piano right
piano,
there.
yes.
Not a baby piano, a grand
piano. Yes.
Spiffy.
So a lot of people don't know you can perform live, because I didn't know, and you tell me that. I don't believe. I have to see for myself. So can you show us something right there on your grand piano?
Yes, I definitely can.
Something live right here.
So this is the song that's going to be coming out on November 5th. And it's going to sound way different when it's released with all of the production elements added to it and my wonderful band. But I am going to do, I guess, a stripped out version of it, and you can hear it on November 5th. But it is available for pre-save on all platforms right now if you wanted to pre-save it. So this is called Please.
Caught me by surprise, how could I despise your company? It's all new to me, can't rewind. Maybe I should walk away, leave these hearts at bay, no agony. Still so new to me, let's take our time. Love is a fire, you're the flame. Gonna add another player to your game. Never knowing what to say, mind is gonna stray. I think you should know by now that I'm stuck, so stuck. You whisper words to me, baby, can't you see? I'm not gonna just get up and leave. Give me time to breathe, please, and only time will tell. But I know your mind well, your heart is fell, and I know what we need, a little distance without distancing. Never knowing what to say, mind is gonna stray. I think you should know by now that I'm stuck, so stuck. You whisper words to me, baby, can't you see? I'm not gonna just get up and leave. Give me time to breathe, please just give me time to breathe. Just give me time to breathe, please.
Nice.
That's fire. That's fire.
Thank you.
Nice. Avery Raquel right there, live in the
That
studio.
girl good. That girl good.
Yeah, that girl good. yeah. We took her from the closet to Flex Studios right here.
There we go. You're moving on up in the world, girl. Now.
Amazing.
Well, you said it's going to sound a little different than the original song, so let's get into the original song so we can hear that and we can see if we can tell the difference.
Sounds good.
All right, so we'll bring this other song in for us real quick. Huff, bring the song in.
Oh, well, this is going to be the official version of Please by vocalist Avery Raquel.
Caught me by surprise, how could I despise your company? It's all new to me, can't rewind. Maybe I should walk away, leave these hearts at bay, no agony. Still so new to me, let's take our time. Love is a fire, you're the flame. Gonna add another player to your game. Never knowing what to say, mind is gonna stray. I think you should know by now I am stuck, so stuck. You whisper words to me, baby, can't you see? I'm not gonna just get up and leave. Give me time to breathe, please. We have a heart to heart every time we talk, persuading me unknowing I am blind. I'm in my pretty world, that's what I've been told. Can't think straight. How does my love rate on the line? Love is a fire, you're the flame. Gonna add another player to your game. Never knowing what to say, mind is gonna stray. I think you should know by now that I'm stuck, so stuck. You whisper words to me, baby, can't you see? I'm not gonna just get up and leave. Give me time to breathe, that I'm stuck, so stuck. You whisper words to me, baby, can't you see? I'm not gonna just get up and leave. Give me time to breathe. Please just give me time to breathe. Please.
You're definitely a dope singer, and
Thank you.
I'm not much of an R&B dude, but I could listen to your records, girl. Real
Thank
rap.
you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And also, I know it takes a good talent to be able to play while you're singing. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know
Thanks.
how you can concentrate like that, because like
Like
me, I have a
patting your head
wondering.
and rubbing your stomach, I guess.
See, like
Yeah, it is. It really is.
like me, I have a wandering eye. So if I had a piano and I was looking at the screen, my eyes would be all twisted. So
Well, that's I think maybe some of that was like what was missing in my whole like my pie. Like I couldn't get like them ingredients. Like I could do the playing, my singing, and I'm not the greatest singer. But trying to do them both at the same time, no, it's impossible.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna-
yeah, definitely. So you were on the Billboard charts. How was that experience?
That was crazy. I didn't expect that to happen at all. And it happened right before COVID, so that was kind of not great timing, but a chart is a chart, and I'm gonna be pleased about it no matter what. But basically we took one of my songs from one of my records, and it was called Pieces, and we sent it to Stonebridge in Sweden. And he remixed it, and we got a bunch of other people to remix it. So there's like a house remix, there's radio remix, there's a whole bunch of other things, club remix, etc. And one of them peaked at number 30 on a dance club chart, which at the time I was like, but I'm a soul singer. Right. But you know what? I was so grateful to be able to do that, and I would totally do it again if I could. I just don't know how it happened the first time. But I'm thrilled nonetheless.
But you have to get in where you fit in. Take the credit and accountability of what you're doing, and then still work it and swing it to where you want it. But that's a big thing to be on the Billboard charts. I mean, that's super big. And
then you're crossing genres. I mean, some of those kids, are going to be people that are like, oh, like this is a remix. Well, let me go listen to the original version.
Exactly. That was kind of our thought process when we did the whole thing. And honestly, I would totally do it again. I think it was super beneficial, and I was terrified, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not a huge EDM person, but it definitely opened up my eyes to that genre and how much work actually goes into it. And there's a lot to learn, I think, from all these things that I haven't even stuck my feet in yet. So I'm willing to do that again.
So what's coming up? What's coming up next for Avery Raquel?
So I've got the single release for Please on November 5th. The pre-save is out now if you want to pre-save it. I've got some live shows in Ontario. I know not a lot of people are here, but all those show dates are on my website, which is averyraquel.com. And all my social media is Avery Raquel Music, except for Twitter, because I was one character too long, so it's real Avery Raquel. But besides that, Twitter, man, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's always Twitter.
I had the same issue though. I had the same issue because I'm Andre Doc Williams on everything, but it was too much for the S. So on Twitter, I'm Andre Doc William.
that weirdo with 3 first names. Nice. But now, Avery, you also have a. You said you stream, right? You have like a podcast or something.
Yeah. So I do.
Let's plug it.
Oh, what were you saying?
I said, let's plug it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So I do a bi-weekly live stream. I'm not too sure how much longer we're going to be doing it. Originally, we started in April of 2020 when nothing was going on. And so we've had, different artists on from around the world. From New Zealand, Puerto Rico, the UK, the States, across Canada, everywhere. We've had people like Justin Guarini, who was the first runner-up ever on American Idol. Amy Amy Wage, who was Ed Sheeran's co-writer, is still, and one of his best friends. And then Broadway stars from all over New York and the world, and it's been a wild ride, and I'm thrilled that I've been able to make these connections online. Like it's been.
And what's the name of it again?
So it was first called the Quarantini Cocktail Hour, but I am no longer in quarantine, so it's this hour with Avery Raquel. So you can find it. It's multicast on Facebook and YouTube every other Saturday, and all the information for that is on all my socials and stuff. So yeah.
Cool.
That's what's up. Well, we enjoyed you. Definitely.
Thank
We
you.
enjoyed your music. We enjoy your personality and everything. I think you have it all. You're a full package right there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Flex923.com.